just want to look at our evidence. What we got in here?
Hey, no. It was instantaneous. She died instantaneously. She couldn't have written on with her finger. She died. Right away.
Oh. You're right. Fuck. If I click, does it make it go faster? Yeah. This is before she died. Oh. That still makes sense. Sorry. Objection! Detective Gumshoe! There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying?
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it! Who else could've?
You have it backwards, detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately.
But!
No butting your way out of this one, detective.
Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Thanks.
Thanks.
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
When? I forgot. I don't know. The day after the murder? Wouldn't it? They didn't investigate until it was the next day, did they? Because this was the night. This happened at night.
I guess so.
I guess it's the day after. It was the day after the murder.
The prosecution's point being... That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
What?
A second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object.
Oh, how convenient. But I didn't do it.
Oh! You didn't do it!
Now is the time for that.
But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
Whoa, what the fuck? You're supposed to submit them into evidence, dickhead. No way!
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have the time to write Maya. That is all.
Don't bow, you dickhead.
I see.
Damn you, Edgeworth. Sexy, sexy Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve.
Why, Mr. Wright, you look so shocked. Something you want to say?
I'm a sham! Who
The
do I call
detective's a sham!
I mean, it kinda is.
He's a sham, I tell you!
But, I don't know if that helps our case.
I don't know.
You want me to call Detective Gumshoe a sham?
No, you can call Edgeworth a sham.
Okay, fuck you,
He's the
Edgeworth.
one who fucking withhold evidence.
Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing that you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report?
Mr. Wright, the defense will remain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence.
For God's sake.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes.
Darn, this isn't good.
The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Here's where the real smoke happened. Huge burger, huge burger.
Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand.
What exactly what part of her is innocent? Oh, I get to read things.
Yeah.
My sweet little cat girl.
Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service.
A boy, You see your
Oh,
titties,
sexy,
bazonka donka donk.
sexy body, hot.
Hop on body.
Yeah.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom.
Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court what you saw.
The testimony. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. I like her more and more.
Well, Your Honor. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any.
Wait, Your Honor?
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What the fuck?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Look at her. Look at her. What an angel.
Who would trust this woman?
What do you mean trust? She looks trustworthy. It was like 9 at night. Looked out the window, you know. You know. Why'd you do that? Huh? Why? Why what? Why'd you look out your window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What, that's it? She can't get out of the question that easily. I sort of, you know. I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one? Fuck it, sure. See how far I can run with this. Surely, you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness.
She didn't answer the question, ho! Badgering?
You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed.
Yeah! Stop him! Come on, stop him! Stop him, I dare you! Sorry.
Mr. Wright, you have been warned.
Poor girl. What about poor me?
You looked out the window. What did you see next?
We'll press it. The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fay? Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing.
And the person attacking her?
attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know, she just had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor.
He's right. What do you mean he's right? I question the testimony. Hold on a minute, that testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yeah, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique.
Huh?
No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. What a fucking freak. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Am I right? Haha.
Maya's
fucking crying now. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Hairdo is normal in this world. What?
Are you sure we were at 26?
Yeah. Because I remember looking at it and thinking about how
But we
Tor
started
mentioned
at
today.
22, and we only gained 2 this stream.
I'm pretty sure it was above 24.
That doesn't make any sense, though. Hold it!
Objection! Tina can't count!
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would.
This man hasn't had wood in a long time. He feels nothing.
Feels nothing.
Damn, I almost had her.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then, the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think?
How would you know it's a fucking clock?
Yeah, nobody's mentioned that yet.
Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
Oh, Phoenix over there like...
Yeah.
You
Look at this
fool.
blonde on my bed.
Aw,
Fits perfectly. Please read the judge's stuff.
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
Alright. Okay, I want to press her on this before we go off. A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Yeah, let's fucking do it. It's just a statue. Should I present this? Okay. Objection! Miss May! What you said just now was quite revealing. Just like your breasts.
Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
You
He's
just
just
said
ignoring
that
it now.
the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder.